Hometalk from Sohar Housing. Sohar Housing's residence magazine, this issue for winter 2016. Sohar's boss answers your questions. Skint Dad's money-saving tips. Does welfare reform affect you? Win £100 in our new prize draw. All this and much more in this issue of Hometalk from Sohar Housing. Welcome to Hometalk from Richard Peacock, Chief Executive. Richard writes, 2016 has been a busy year, with a new Housing Act putting forward some big changes. For Sohar, as a housing association, I'm pleased that pay to stay and flexible tenancies will be voluntary. Pay to stay is a government policy that means tenants earning more than £31,000 in household income outside London will pay a higher rent from April 2017, and flexible tenancies tend to be around 5 years rather than the lifetime tenancies traditionally offered. A very recent announcement means that pay to stay will also be optional for councils. Flexible tenancies at the time of writing will be compulsory for council tenants. We will consider both of these options in due course and will consult with residents to get your views. We are waiting for details on how the voluntary right to buy will be introduced. You may know that a pilot was run by 5 housing associations, including Sovereign in Oxfordshire. The first tenants to apply through this pilot have now completed their purchases. You can keep up to date on this through our website, www.sohar.co.uk. You may also have seen new announcements about changes to benefits. We will keep you up to date through our website and Hometalk as and when changes become clearer. Many of you are registered to use Sohar's website, meaning you can report and check repairs online at your own convenience, as well as see your rent payments and balance. We will continue to increase the number of things you can do online at a time to suit you. Included in this issue of Hometalk is a short questionnaire to help us get your views on Sohar as an organisation. We are writing our corporate plan for the next 4 years. It's really important that your views and priorities are part of this, so please return the questionnaire, telephone, which we'll tell you about later, or fill it in online. Richard Peacock, Chief Executive. What's on in this issue? Our new prize draw, news in brief, the place where I live photo competition, ask the Chief Executive, dig it, Skint Dad's money-saving tips, welfare reform, will it affect you, and what a difference a day makes.
Contact us. You can write to the editor, Hometalk Magazine, Sohar Housing, Royal Scott House, 99 Station Road, Didcot, OX11 7NN. Call 01235 515 900 or free on 0800 014 1545. Email housing@sohar.co.uk. Join the conversation on Twitter @Sohar Housing or tweet direct to our customer services team @OurSohar. Find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Sohar Housing. Sub-editor Lydia Wanstall at lwanstall.co.uk. Designed by Toast Design, www.toastdesign.co.uk. Print managed by Baker Goodchild. Audio services by Transcriptions Direct, www.transcriptionsdirect.co.uk. Hometalk is also available in large print, audio and electronic formats. If you would like to receive a different version or unsubscribe from receiving Hometalk altogether, please email lizroberts@sohar.co.uk or call us on 01235 515 900 or free on 0800 014 1545. To read this or any Sohar publication in another language, or to add English speech so that it is read aloud to you, go to www.sohar.co.uk/translation for easy-to-follow instructions.
How we're doing. Our performance for the 1st of April to the 30th of September 2016. Satisfaction. Overall tenant satisfaction with Sohar's services. Our target was 90%. We achieved 90%. We achieved target. Tenants satisfied that Sohar listens to their views and acts upon them. Our target was 81%. We achieved 84%. So we've achieved target.
Repairs. Average time to complete repairs. Our target 8 days. We actually took 8.4 days, so we've nearly achieved target. And repairs fixed at the first visit. Our target 94%, actual 90%, so again we've nearly achieved target.
Arrears. Arrears for current tenants. Current arrears change according to when housing benefit is received. Our target is 2%. We achieved 2.7%. We are on track to meet our overall target.
Letting homes. Average relet time for all homes. Target 20 days, actual 14 days, so we achieved target. Rent loss due to empty properties. Our target 0.6%. Actual 0.49%, so again we achieved target.
Antisocial behaviour or ASB. ASB case resolution rate. Our target was 97%. We achieved 98%, so we achieved target. And tenants satisfied with the way Sohar handled their ASB cases. Our target was 90%. We achieved 91%, so again we achieved target.
Win £100 in our new quarterly prize draw. The first draw is on Monday the 10th of April 2017, and you will automatically be entered if you're a Sohar tenant or resident making regular payments from the 1st of January 2017 via any one of these. The Sohar website, www.sohar.co.uk. Registration required. The automated telephone line. Call 0844 557 8321. The AllPay website, www.allpayments.net, or the AllPay app, www.allpay.net/allpay-payment-app. To use AllPay, please get in touch with us at housing@sohar.co.uk for a payment card. If you win and your account is in credit, we'll pay you the £100 prize by cheque. If you're in arrears when you win the prize draw, we'll credit your account with £100. Sohar's regular prize draw terms and conditions apply. www.sohar.co.uk/information/prize-draw-terms-conditions.
Diary dates. Free Get Online session, Tuesday the 3rd of January, 10:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Swindon Central Library. Liaison Group Meeting, Thursday the 5th of January from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Sohar's offices at Royal Scot House. Audit and Risk Committee Meeting on Tuesday the 17th of January from 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. at Sohar's offices at Royal Scot House. Free Get Online session Wednesday the 18th of January from 1:30 to 4 p.m. at Preston Road Community Centre, Abingdon.
Tenants Forum meeting on Thursday the 19th of January, 5:45 until 8:30 p.m. Sohar's offices at Royal Scot House. Get to know Sohar better. Services for older people. On Tuesday the 24th of January, 10 a.m. until 12:30 p.m. at Sohar's offices at Royal Scot House. Free Get Online session on Thursday the 26th of January, 1 until 3 p.m. at Barnes Close, Didcot. Scrutiny Group meeting Tuesday the 31st of January, 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. at Sohar's offices at Royal Scot House.
Cheaper than chips. Tuesday the 14th of February from 11:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. at Bullcroft Park, Wallingford. Get to know Sohar better, lettings and homelessness on Thursday the 16th of February from 10 a.m. until 12:30 p.m. It's at Sohar's offices at Royal Scott House. Cheaper than chips on Thursday the 16th of February from 11:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. at Edmonds Park, Didcot.
Tenants Forum meeting, Thursday the 23rd of March, 5:45 until 8:30 p.m. at Sohar's offices at Royal Scott House. Liaison Group meeting, Thursday the 13th of April, 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. Sohar's offices at Royal Scott House. And Scrutiny Group meeting, Thursday the 20th of April, 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. at Sohar's offices at Royal Scott House. If you're interested in attending any of the events listed here, please call us on 01235 515 900 or 0800 014 1545, free from landlines and most mobile providers. For details of our estates and neighbourhoods inspections, please go to www.sohar.co.uk/events or call us for information.
News in brief. Swindon Central Library is a new location for Sohar's Get Online sessions. If you'd like a helping hand with technology, a tablet, laptop or even smartphone, there's free help and advice available at the library from 10:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the first Tuesday of every month. More information from Adela at Sohar on 01235 515 900 or 0800 014 1545, which is free, or by emailing ri@sohar.co.uk.
Unlike Hometalk, which is produced by Sohar staff, Tenants Times is produced entirely by Sohar residents. Maybe you remember getting the latest edition of the 4-page newspaper at the end of October. If you have a local story to tell or something you'd like the team to follow up, you can contact them on their own email address, tenantstimes@gmail.com, or by ringing Sohar and asking for the Tenants Times team.
Sohar is responsible for the maintenance of and repairs to all the appliances it owns, and records and gives advice about equipment owned by tenants which they use in their Sohar home. It helps keep you and your neighbours safe if you respond to appointments to get into your home for gas servicing as soon as we make them. Did you know that if you allow access for your gas boiler service on the first appointment, you get entered into an annual prize draw to win £50?
Condensation and mould are a real menace at this time of year, so we have a handy booklet and DVD to give away to help you deal with them. Call customer services on 01235 515 900 or free on 0800 014 1545 for your free copy, or check out www.reducemoldy.co.uk.
Christmas closing. Sohar offices will be closed for the holidays from 5 p.m. on Friday the 23rd of December until 8:30 a.m. on Tuesday the 3rd of January. Our out-of-hours team is on hand throughout the Christmas and New Year period if you have an emergency. Just call the usual number 01235 515 900 or free on 0800 014 1545 for help.
The place where I live. Do you enjoy taking photographs? Maybe you're hoping for a camera, iPad or smartphone for Christmas. The Sohar Photography Competition is for you, and if you'd like to sharpen your skills before taking part, we're offering free photography courses to help you get going. We're looking for photos of local scenery and what you like most about your area. There are categories for under 18s as well as adults. If you're entering the adult section, you can submit a single shot or a series. Just in case you're looking for inspiration, take a look in the printed edition of Hometalk at some of the gorgeous shots produced by people who have already done a Soha course. To celebrate your creativity, we will invite you to an event in the summer where your work will be displayed. There's plenty of time to think about and to capture a whole load of memorable moments because the deadline isn't until the 31st of May. To get your application pack and to register your interest, please contact us by emailing ri@soha.co.uk or by phoning 01235 515 900 or free on 0800 014 1545.
Ask the Chief Executive. We are always interested to see what residents tell us about the annual report. As we have to make the report available to you, we want it to be helpful. The feedback you send in on the response card each year, what has interested you particularly and what has not worked for you, helps us decide what the report should look like next year. Many of you take the opportunity to ask Richard, our Chief Executive, a question. He told Hometalk, "This year, residents have given me plenty to think about, with 60 residents asking for a personal reply. I will reply to all questions raised over the next few weeks." Here's what Richard had to say about the most frequently asked questions.
Why do you use contractors to do repairs and improvements? Is it just to save money?
In short, no, it's not. We use contractors to get the best possible service for you. We monitor our contractors closely to make sure they are providing you with a good repair service, and we want to hear from tenants what you think. Currently, our survey is showing very high levels of tenant satisfaction. Using contractors means we can review our standards and check we are providing good value for money every few years. We involve tenants on the contractor selection panels, which review quality as well as cost.
How do you choose who can live in a Soha home?
Most of our homes are let using a choice-based letting system. People registered with local councils can bid for properties, and the council will let us know who has come top to have a particular home. We then carry out a few checks to ensure tenants can afford their rent and to see what support people might need. We also check to see whether applicants have had any problems with renting in the past.
Is shared ownership really affordable?
Shared ownership is a stepping stone between renting and outright home ownership. It lets you buy a share of your new property and pay a rent on the rest. You usually start by buying 50 to 75% of your home, and then you can buy further shares until you own the whole property. In a very expensive place like Oxfordshire, shared ownership means that more people can get a foot on the housing ladder, with more manageable monthly payments than buying outright. We always help to advise people about whether they can afford it. Shared ownership is more expensive than renting from Soha, but less expensive than outright purchase.
Richard is steadily working his way through the replies. You can always contact him with annual report feedback or at any other time of the year on chiefexec@soha.co.uk. This year we received 96 individual pieces of feedback about the Soha annual report. Whether they came in by email or on the response card, we put them all in the hat so that one person could win £100 in Amazon vouchers. Congratulations to the lucky winner, Mrs. C of Didcot. We received this anonymous comment on a feedback card. Widows and carers find life very hard, especially if you have no other family. People like us need help. If this sounds like you, please do phone us on 01235 515 900 or free on 0800 014 1545, as we want to give you the help you ask for. We just don't know who you are. Dig it! Soha's award-winning gardener, Damien, hasn't hung up his secateurs just because we're properly into winter now. He says that keeping up with the little jobs in December and the early part of the new year gives gardens a head start for spring.
We'll start with climbers. Make sure winter gales don't catch you out by checking that any climbers, such as roses, are securely but not tightly attached to their supports. Binding the plant too firmly to the fence or cane it's up against can harm its growth come springtime. Containers. Move pots containing shrubs or bedding plants to a sheltered spot. Clustering them together lessens the risk of frost damage to any of them. Hardy cyclamen are in the shops about now, and even a small pot of them makes a cheerful splash to banish the grey of winter. When you feel like a different look for your container, you can transfer the cyclamen to open soil with a bit of shelter. In time they will create a delicate carpet of colour for years to come. It's not too late to plant tulip bulbs. They can go straight into the ground if it isn't frozen. Or if the weather has already turned, start them off in pots of compost which you keep in a sheltered spot. Then you can plant them out in the spring. Clean out your water butt before it fills with fresh rainwater over winter. Whilst you're outside, check that your gardening tools are in a dry place, and maybe put any that need replacing on your Christmas list. Do one last cut of the lawn this year, but on a high setting. And bird life. Wash and disinfect bird feeders, bird tables or bird baths. Hang fat balls and keep feeders topped up to attract birds who will in turn eat pests in your garden.
Skint Dad's money-saving tips. How to stay in the black this Christmas. Ricky Willis is the founder and author behind Skint Dad, an award-winning personal finance and lifestyle blog. Ricky wrote this article especially for Hometalk readers.
With Christmas on the horizon, it's easy to get carried away with the festivities and spend money you don't have. Although I'm not saying you can't have fun, just be cautious. The last thing you want to do is head into 2017 completely skint. Here are some tips to help you stay in the black.
1. Write a list before you go shopping and stick to it. This way you won't be tempted to buy stuff you don't really need.
2. Invite friends over for dinner or a few drinks instead of going out and spending a fortune on inflated prices at the pub.
3. Prioritise your bills such as rent, council tax, utilities and any debts before anything else. Then you can enjoy Christmas knowing that, come January, everything is up to date.
4. Check for any direct debits for clubs and memberships. You might be surprised what you find. If you're not using them, see if you can cancel to reduce your outgoings.
5. Clean out those cupboards and make some extra cash by selling unused items on eBay, Gumtree, or in a Facebook selling group.
6. With the colder months approaching, check with your energy provider to see if you're on the cheapest tariff. This could save you up to £300 in 2017. Take a look at the government's Warm Home discount, which could, if you're entitled, take money off your bill.
7. Save your receipts and earn cashback using apps such as Checkout Smart and Receipt Hog. Both can be found on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
8. Master the 10-second rule. Before you make a purchase, take 10 seconds to question whether you actually need to part with your money.
9. Borrow and don't buy. If you need tools for some DIY at home, or you're having guests for dinner and need extra chairs, instead of buying the items, see if you can borrow from a friend or neighbour for free.
And 10. When the January sales begin, start thinking about next Christmas and see if you can pick up any bargains. It could save you a fortune come Christmas 2017.
Welfare reform. Will it affect me? Many people have some idea about welfare reform changes, but aren't sure whether they apply to them. Here are some questions people often ask us. We're happy to help if you need any more information. New changes to welfare reform are being announced at the time of writing. Please keep an eye on our website for updates.
My partner and I work and claim housing benefit to cover the rent. Will universal credit affect us?
If you and your partner are under pensionable age, Universal credit means you will receive one payment for both of you. This will be made to you monthly in arrears into a bank account. Universal credit covers 6 benefits rolled into one, so it is simpler, but it does get paid in one lump sum.
Will the housing element of universal credit come to me or go directly to Sohar for my rent?
It will be paid straight to you. This means that you will become responsible for paying your rent on time. Please set up a direct debit from your bank account to pay the rent, or you may forget and get into arrears.
Is it true that claiming for universal credit has to be online?
Yes. At the moment, people claiming housing benefit are moving across to universal credit area by area. You will be told when it applies to you and how to claim. But we expect most of our households to be moved across over the next 6 years. Completing the online claim takes up to 40 minutes, but it will speed things up a lot if you have everything to hand. You'll need your postcode, national insurance number, rent agreement, details of income, and information about other benefits or savings, as well as details of the bank account you want universal credit to be paid into. You might be asked to attend an interview at your local Job Centre Plus, but if your application is successful, you'll get your first universal credit payment around 6 weeks after applying online.
I don't have a PC or laptop. What can I do?
You can get online for free at most local libraries. They may run a course on how to use a computer and the internet if you haven't before, or if you need to brush up on your skills. Sohar can also help you with this at free sessions in lots of places. Just call us, or if you have a smartphone, check out our website www.sohar.co.uk.
What's the benefit cap I've heard about?
The benefit cap is the upper limit on welfare benefits you can receive. In the next item on this recording, Gertie explains the sums. The government will make sure your total benefits only reach this amount, and if they have to be adjusted, it is the housing benefit which will be reduced. Some benefits, such as working tax credits or disability living allowance, personal independence payment, will not be touched by the cap.
My eldest child has left home, and we now have a spare room. At age 50, we are still working and want to keep the room for the grandchildren visiting.
Sohar won't ask you to give up your home if you under-occupy, but the government will reduce any housing benefit by 14% for one bedroom not needed all the time, or 25% for 2 or more empty bedrooms. The bedroom tax rules are a little complicated, so please call us for more information about how to handle this.
I'm single and under 35. What is local housing allowance, and might it affect me?
If you moved into your Sohar home after April 2016, you'll be subject to local housing allowance from April 2019. The plan is that people under 35 will get only the shared room rate, not the single-person housing benefit rate. Please contact us if this affects you. We can help you access employment or training so that the change has less of an impact on you when it comes in. There are several credit unions in Sohar's area. These help you take control of your money by encouraging you to save what you can and borrow only what you can afford to repay. Ask us if there's a credit union where you live.
What a difference a day makes! Sohar's new Welfare Reform Project Officer, Gertie Walker, is working with Tom Mason in the rental income team. She is an experienced housing officer with a passion for being an advocate for tenants. At a time when the benefits system is undergoing huge changes, that's great news for Sohar customers.
The government's welfare reform initiative has had a significant impact on social landlords like Sohar and their tenants, Gertie says. My job is all about helping tenants navigate through these changes and making sure they get the help and advice they need to sustain their tenancies. This means I spend a lot of time keeping up to date with the government's reforms and making sure that Sohar tenants understand the impact these changes will have on them. The latest challenge has been keeping ahead of the changes to the benefit cap and making sure that SOHA tenants take appropriate steps to prepare themselves for these. The cap limits the total amount of benefits claimants of working age can receive. From the 7th of November 2016, the maximum amount of relevant benefits payable will be £384.62 per week for couples with or without young children, and single parents with young children. Single claimants without young children will receive a maximum of £257.69 per week. I'm also continuing with the work started by my predecessor Tom Mason, helping tenants who have to pay the bedroom tax. When SOHA started supporting tenants affected by the bedroom tax, we identified and made personal contact with over 260 affected households. For some, that has meant being helped to move to a smaller property or offered advice and support to maximise their income. More tenants will be affected by the bedroom tax if they experience a relevant change in their circumstances. For example, children become adult and leave home, or someone loses their job and struggles to cover the shortfall in rent that is no longer covered by housing benefit. In any typical day, my job involves helping residents facing financial difficulties due to changes in their benefits. I try to ensure that tenants understand their benefit awards, encouraging them to provide relevant information to the departments dealing with their claim and asking for a revision of the award, ensuring they get what they're entitled to. My message to tenants is, first and foremost, to contact the Benefit Services and/or the Department of Works and Pensions, DWP, as soon as their circumstances change, or if they're not sure what's happening to their payments. It is also important to get in touch with SOHA at an early stage so we can work together on a plan of action to prevent them from losing their homes. Change can be unnerving for some, but we are here to help the best way we can.
Public Health England, NHS. GP Richard Pyle asks, have you still not had your flu jab? Do you have a lung disease, kidney or heart disease, liver disease or diabetes? This is not a full list of conditions. If you have a long-term health condition, talk to your pharmacist to see if you are eligible for a free flu jab. Flu can be serious and lead to hospitalisation. That's why you're eligible for a free flu jab. Don't put it off. Speak to your GP or pharmacist today. Stay well this winter. nhs.uk/staywell. SOHA Housing. A letter from Richard Peacock, Chief Executive, SOHA Housing. Dear resident, help us write SOHA's corporate plan and you could win a £25 voucher. Every 4 years, SOHA does a major review of its corporate plan. This includes looking at the overall purpose and values of the organisation and setting objectives to achieve over the coming 4 years. The current plan ran from 2013 and comes to an end in 2017. To help set SOHA's priorities for 2017 to 2021, we need your views. You could win one of 4 £25 shopping vouchers just by filling in the short questionnaire that came with the printed edition of Hometalk and returning it, no stamp needed, to Corporate Plan Consultation, Free Post, SOHA Housing. Alternatively, you could complete the questionnaire online at www.surveymonkey.co.uk/r/SOHA Plan. Or you could contact us by telephone, which we'll tell you about in a moment. Please return your questionnaire by the 31st of December 2016. The date for telephone responses is a little sooner, the 23rd of December 2016, as you'll hear in a moment. Thanks for taking the time to give us your views. Yours faithfully, Richard Peacock, Chief Executive, SOHA Housing. Corporate Plan Consultation. Thinking about SOHA's service over the last 3 or 4 years, what do you feel has improved? What one thing should Soha improve in the future? And what do you think about Soha, the company? Do you feel a valued customer or far from it? Enter the prize draw for the chance to win a £25 voucher. Please give us a call with your first name and surname, your flat or house number and your postcode. If you use email, then your email address too. We'd love to hear your views, so do ring us. Call 01235 515 900 or call free on 0800 014 1545 by the 23rd of December, the last day when Soha is open before the Christmas break. We'll call you back to take down your views so you can contribute to our plans for the next few years, and of course, we'll enter you into the prize draw. And with that, we come to the end of this winter 2016 issue of Hometalk from Soha Housing. We hope you found it interesting and informative and look forward to catching up with you again in the next edition.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Soha Housing. Investors in people gold. Customer service excellence. Positive about disabled people and NTO approved.